I was going to go for a run and I just decided that my day has just been too juicy not to share. Guys, magic really does exist. I mean, this isn't an esoteric bromide. This is the truth. This is who we are. We are abundant, badass, cosmic beings here in an earth suit to experience all of the beauty and splendor that is available to us, that we're creating through the texture of our five senses. And we have to give ourselves permission to allow it, to cultivate it, to embody it, to hone it, to amplify it. We have to know that we deserve to be more of who we truly are, which is God, Source, Yoda, Buddha, glitter, right? I mean, at least that's what I believe. I'm certainly glitter. I like to throw it, so that's enough for me. But let me just share with you my process of really awakening into deeper levels and layers of abundance beyond what the mind has been trained and conditioned to think that abundance should be, and that also what abundance is, right? I mean, certainly the bank account, that's a form of abundance, but your money is not your source. You are a source. It's simply a reflection. The nice homes, right? The luxury car, the nice handbag, the expensive shoes, all of those things are a form of abundance, sure. And they're great. I mean, all of those things are sexy and yummy and juicy. Yes, please. What I'm really fascinated by is training my mind to recognize, not only to recognize, to feel into and be seduced by the subtleties, right? By that which the mind would otherwise label as insignificant. So let me share with you a little bit about what I'm discovering and what this looks like. As I'm going inward and really asking my higher self, and then of course surrendering to that, I really want to understand and to know, be, receive, and perceive abundance beyond what my mind would recognize as abundance. And I just want it to feel so delicious and expansive. So I started my day and I said, I really, I want to see love. I just really want to see love in a very exciting way. And I noticed literally like 2 minutes after I set that intention, lately I've been obsessed with birds, probably because I've felt like a bird in a cage, as many of you may have felt that way for years, which has been part of my soul's journey. And now, this birdie realized there was no cage. And so I'm flying away. So I've been really drawn to birds. And I noticed these 2 crows kissing. How freaking fabulous is that? 2 birds on a wire canoodling. I mean, what? When do you see that, right? And how many times has that probably been right in front of you, but we haven't given ourselves permission to slow down enough and to be in that delicious spaciousness of everything and nothingness all at the same time to notice, right? Oh my God, it was gorgeous. And so then, the day just gets better. I, 5 hours later, went back for my second cup of coffee, and I have, this protein powder laced coffee concoction. So there's all kinds of, it's thicker and it kind of lingers on the sides of the cup. I don't know when it appeared, but it simply appeared because I set that intention again, right? More love, more love, more love. And it's not coming from the energetics of, there's never enough. Rather, oh my gosh, this feels so amazing. And I feel so connected to the oneness of all things. I feel so connected to the divinity within me, and within everything, more please, right? With appreciation. There was a teeny tiny, because the cup wasn't that big, there was a teeny tiny happy face on the inside of my mug. I mean, oh my God, I took a photo and sent it to somebody just because I thought, am I out of my mind? It was extraordinary. It's just amazing. And it gets better. I went for a walk around my neighborhood, and I had set the intention for peace, and I really felt into that, right? What do I want to feel? I want to feel peace. So let me get into my heart space, connect with that. What does that feel like for me in this moment? Where is that sensation in my body? And then let's amplify it. 2 seconds later, I walk by, same path I take all the time, and I noticed somebody sitting peacefully under a tree, enjoying the shade, reading a book. Oh my God. I mean, how often do we just dismiss that because we're in such a hustle and bustle of getting from A to B, and we're stuck, in the mind, and we're not in our hearts, and we're not allowing ourselves to really just participate in this amazing, playful, exquisite realm. And it just really, really, really opened my eyes to the fact that there's so much abundance. And you hear this, spoken about and bandied about all of the time, and it's true. But we're not taught to appreciate things that don't come in a certain package, or don't look a certain way, or don't, come with a certain cachet. But that's just bullshit, because everything is valuable, and some things are going to resonate with other people, more than others. That's okay. That doesn't diminish the value of something else. It's just simply perhaps wasn't a vibrational resonance to what somebody else was looking for. And I just really felt so deeply connected to this fabric of everything. I mean, I really could sort of lean into the feeling of the tree, and I found myself thanking the tree, which again, you hear all of this wisdom all of the time. Go out in nature, connect with the truth of who you are, take your shoes off, walk on the grass, really ground in to that potent energy, that life force energy, and let it surge through you. But we don't do that because we think it's silly or ridiculous or futile or whatever the case may be. And I just had so much gratitude for that tree. Thank you for the shade. Thank you for the moment of rest and reprieve that you're giving this woman, that you provide everybody. Thank you for, being beautiful and illuminating potentials and possibilities, and reminding us all that, magic exists. Wow. And to round off my day, well, we're going into the evening, but really sort of the topper of it all, you can't even, all of it, all of those moments stand alone. As I've been really asking my higher self, I really want to know, I really want to get this money frequency thing, because it is a currency, it is a circuit, it's an energy. And again, I know all of these things intuitively, and I have incredible tips and tools, but it's embodying it and knowing it in your cellular memory that's really a whole different thing. I mean, I feel like I'm just swimming in these exalted frequencies, which is so exciting. So I went and I bought a salad for dinner, a shrimp salad. No big deal. Usually I buy a salad and I'm, stuffing my face. I don't even realize that I finished my food. And when she handed me my to-go bag, I cried. Yeah, that moment just took my breath away. And not because they shorted me on shrimp, although I probably would have cried too, because the shrimp is so delicious. But because I allowed myself to really feel into that exquisite exchange, right? I honor you, you honor me, I'm accepting your offering, right? The flow of the giving and receiving, which is the same thing. Giving is receiving, receiving is giving. It's that, infinite flow of love and appreciation and connection and exchange and I see you, right? And the freedom of I wanted to go and buy a salad and she's providing something that's giving me joy and nourishment and sustenance. All of it, right? It was so participatory, it was collaborative. And so I share this as an invitation for you all to explore and play with different levels and layers of abundance in your life. And perhaps where have you been shut down that you haven't even realized or recognized? Because we are in this new earth. All of these things have already been here for us. But what's happening now is that our system, there's more spaciousness in our system between our lower self and our higher self. And when we give ourselves permission to explore more of the rich, sexy, yummy, juicy, playful, I think I'm getting turned on just having this conversation, which is fantastic because life is meant to seduce us in extraordinary, expansive ways. I am so curious how the next day or few days or even week goes for you as you allow yourself to really see what shows up in terms of abundance and surprise and playfulness and love, and how does that feel, and how can you allow more of that? And